Today's new member of the day is Cody McGeshik. Cody, thank you so much for being a David Pakman Show member. We only exist because our viewers support us through membership. Please sign up at davidpakman.com/membership. Lewis, I don't know about you, but I think we should take some calls. The number is 617-830-4750. Name and town. Who is joining us first today?
Don Hammond.
Don, where are you calling from?
From Peggs, Oklahoma.
And what can we do for you today?
Well, I was wondering, I lived in Chicago part of my life and the rest in Oklahoma. I've witnessed a great deal of violence in my life, and I was wondering how much actual violence have you witnessed, either as an adult or a child? And I would like to ask Lewis the same question and see what the response is.
Very little for me. Really not that much. When we're talking about in-person violence, really very little. I fortunately did not grow up in a violent household, and really other than just basically street fights and school fights and fights on the streets of Austin, Texas, when I went to visit Lewis when he was living there, for example, I really have not witnessed a lot of violence personally. Lewis, what about you?
My answer would be similar, I guess. Mostly just your usual hand-to-hand fights, ranging in I don't know, intensity, I guess you could say. And I don't believe I've seen incidents with weapons involved.
Yeah.
But I have seen certainly countless bloodied faces and unconscious people. And yeah.
The two fights I've been in go back to, I believe, 4th and 6th grade. 4th grade involved someone throwing a football at my face point blank and then me kicking the person. And then in 6th grade, there was like basically a simultaneous punch in the jaw with very big winter gloves on. Since I grew up in Massachusetts, so at recess, you had to wear thick winter gloves. It was basically like wearing a boxing glove. And I punched another kid. Simultaneously, he punched me, and then that was basically it. So I don't know. I don't know that that's going to be too interesting to you, Don.
Well, I was hoping to hear something along those lines. Unfortunately, I've experienced a great deal of violence in my life, and I was wondering the correlation of a caller that was saying the violence of video games would be detrimental to the advancement of childhood, as opposed to actual violence. And I'll take that off the air.
Yeah, that's a very interesting call. Yeah, right. I mean, interestingly enough, Lewis, very into violent video games, not really involved or experiencing real-world violence. And I'm sure the case could be made that being around real-world violence will much more significantly influence one than video game violence. I think as a general principle, that's probably true.